Welcome, welcome to the post Raw edition of the Holy Shit Podcast. Monday Night Raw is in the books. It's your boy AB from DET. I got my
Your boy
guy.
Ron T, the icon. What
It's
up,
just
though?
2/4 of the squad is here tonight. But we gonna make it do what it do. How you doing today, man? First off,
I'm
foremost.
good. I'm good. It was a solid Raw. It was solid.
Solid Raw. We were just off air talking about the Red Wings, so shout out to the Red Wings and they win tonight. We needed that. First
Shout out to
off,
the Red Wings on that playoff hunt.
here we gonna get there, man. I got faith. We got Rhea Ripley opening up the show with sad news. Mommy is down. She is out for the count, and she said for months, which has made her vacate the women's world title that she had held for over a year plus. This is sad news, Ryan. What you think about this, man?
It's sad news. We were in the mix of a historical run. I hope they pause it like they did Romans, because it'll be the
Right.
only thing that's fair.
True.
Um, but it actually opens up for a lot of possibilities for other women to get some shine. And when Rhea come back, having a automatic feud without really having to build it up, because she's coming back for a title. So
Now I know it's early, but can we get a prediction right now off the bat? The next women's world champion will be.
um, they might end up putting it on Liv. Liv. They might put it on Liv
Okay.
just for that.
Okay.
But I see Nia Jax almost getting it, but they'll probably put it on Liv.
I was thinking the same thing, so I'm glad you said that. That was my answer. Liv Morgan will be your next women's world champion. You heard it. Book it, clip it. This is another prediction. We seem to get them right every week. So once we had Mommy come out, after that, we had the return of Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior, with a few more pounds, I should say.
I was about to say that. I was like,
He did not get the memo that AJ and Randy got. They wasn't on the same off-season program, clearly.
I was like, this clearly has something to do with his neck. I think he was just taking it easy this time. Make sure he was fully healed before he came back. Because that's the only way. Knowing Sheamus, last time he left, he came back. He got the memo. But this time, I was like, okay, Sheamus is a little heavier.
Right.
He got the
pandemic Sheamus or something, man.
Yeah, he got the Jimmy and Jay going on right now. So,
But of course, Sheamus comes out. He gets the win, much needed. Come back, it is what it is.
He's still strong, man. He's just not cut up.
Next up, we had a pretty dope segment. We had the brand new Tag Team World Championship belts unveiled. Triple H came out. It was a comical segment. I wish we would have had Chuck on here to talk about this right now.
I know that's his boy.
His boy R-Truth was shining tonight.
It was pretty funny, but I like them titles. They look nice. Those some good looking titles.
Real nice. Them titles are real nice.
I had the same reaction, R-Truth, but for a different reason. Same reaction he had when I was like, oh, and he thought it was a magic trick, but that's your boy, Chuck. That's your boy.
That's your boy. Oh man, but yeah, them titles, man, they look clean. I like them way better than the other ones.
Yeah, the other ones look like coins for some reason.
Exactly. I never liked them, man. It was something wrong with them the whole time to me. Next up, we got a women's match. We had Candice LeRae and Indy versus Maxine and little muscle girl. I forget her name. Moose Toe.
Oh, Ivy Nile.
Ivy Nile. I'm sorry, that was disrespectful.
Ivy Nile. The pit bull, Ivy Nile.
The pit bull, Ivy Nile. That was a solid match.
I thought it did what it was supposed to do. It ended a little bit sloppy. The execution of it was a little bit sloppy, but I think it did what they were supposed to do. I think we're gonna get an Indy Hartwell heel turn, which I think
Yep.
if anybody remember her from NXT, she did her best work as a heel.
Yeah.
Both of them being a heel together, they should do pretty good.
Yeah, they should do pretty good. I see that coming a mile away, just the way Candace was acting towards her, trying to get her to go heel, come to the dark side. So
Yeah, it was going to either end up in two ways. It was either they were going to break up or she was going to turn heel. And I think the state of the women's tag team division, they couldn't afford for them to break up, so she had to go heel.
yeah, facts. Next up, we had a little revenge match. We had Dominic versus Andrade, with Andrade getting the win. But afterwards, we get Judgment Days, JD jumping Andrade with Dom. Then Ricochet comes to the save, helping out Andrade. I don't know if that's setting up some type of partnership or whatnot. I'd rather see them fight. But anyway, Ricochet gets more TV time. It seems like they are pushing him. How do you feel about this match, brother?
Anytime Ricochet gets some shine, I'm with it. I've been pulling for Ricochet for a minute. And I would say one thing, Dom looked good in that match.
Yeah.
He was executing some stuff. Every time we said it before, every time he get in the ring, he's a little bit better, a little bit better. Andrade, of course, he's always good in the ring, but I think they had pretty good chemistry together. They probably ran over the whole match in Spanish before they went out there, so they was on the same wavelength. But yeah, I think it's funny because Ricochet, I believe in NXT, Andrade and Ricochet had a little rivalry going
Yeah,
on.
they
So
did. They did. They had a classic.
yeah,
That's
so
why
I
I
think,
wanted them. I don't want them to be friends. I want to see a fight.
but it looks like Andrade was kind of reluctant to
Yeah,
give him the play.
I
So
did
they
see that.
got something's going on there. So
Yeah.
how they leave that open?
Now, the segment people have been waiting for since the cliffhanger SmackDown Friday night. Jay Uso is backstage and gives his opinion on Tama Tonga's attack on his brother Jimmy, basically saying, I warned Jimmy, come over to my
Yeah,
side, but he didn't want to, so I gotta do me. And he went on about his way, getting ready for Finn backstage. How'd you like that interaction with him mentioning Tama Tonga and how you felt?
I thought that was pretty good. It's laying the groundwork for Jimmy to eventually come back around. Um, Anything with the bloodline has been like on point for the most part. Even when they had little slip ups, they pick it up, fix it the next week. So I'm just happy to see the bloodline storyline continue on and having it still relevant on both brands. So
Exactly, exactly. That's the dopest thing, still having it both relevant. And just seeing Jay talk about Tama Tonga, it was kind of like, all right, even him, he was like, they coming out of nowhere, man. He put fear in it. He messed up, man. It was like, I like
mhm.
that part of it, man. Elevating his own family.
It made him feel more like the Samoan Mafia. So
Exactly, exactly. That's how you get people over nowadays. People don't know it's a lost art, man. Next up, we had Chelsea and Piper getting a win over Kate and Carter. This was kind of like a women's kind of filler match, I guess.
yeah, I mean, I like the way they did it. Shoot, you got Piper Niven doing that body splash on you, you should lose the match. So
Exactly.
um it didn't they made Piper Niven look strong. Like, I'm always for that. And you got Piper Niven, they small. It was believable. They didn't make them look weak. They put up a good fight. And I kind of want to see a little bit more of that to make Chelsea and Piper actually look like a tag team that you got to worry about.
Exactly. I really like Chelsea, man. I just like her gimmick. She kind of just rubs off to me like a female Miz, man. Kind of, she
Yeah, a
just
little bit.
knows how to get under your skin, man.
I'm
Even the
just,
way Samantha introduces her, I mean,
yeah,
epic,
it's a
man.
whole lot of character to it, and it's I'm wondering if eventually we gonna end up seeing um Matt Cardona come back.
Oh man, that'd be epic, man. Him with
But
her.
yeah, no more Zack Ryder. He said that he had a video out. He said Zack Ryder had to die for Matt Cardona to live. So
Not in WWE. Zack Ryder is too big in WWE. He gotta go back.
so he might not come back there. Or he
Right,
gonna ride with his Matt Cardona for a little bit longer.
right, yeah, that's that then. Next up, we had our "What do you want to talk about?" segment with Cody. He comes up with the belt.
He said
You
it in
know,
French too.
exactly, man.
They
I'm
went
telling you.
crazy. It was
How many times you gonna ask people that, man? One time they eventually they're gonna say, "We don't want to talk to you. Who's next?" So quit asking. Anyway, Cody comes out, gives a speech thanking the fans, yada yada yada. Then he brings out Jey Uso and lets Jey know, "I know you got your fight coming up with Damian Priest. Just like you had my back with the Bloodline, I got yours." But Jey Uso turns down the help and says, "I got this on my own." That was dope of Jey, standing on his own.
yeah, I like that. I like that. You know, he just staying in his lane, knowing I'm gonna focus on me, and that offers the opportunity to kind of separate them, so Cody can go ahead and do his own thing, and Jay can continue to do it through there. So
Yep.
I thought that was pretty good, pretty smart for them to do.
Definitely. And that leads into the match as Jay stayed in the ring and waited for his opponent, Finn Balor. Basically like a tune-up match. He's fighting Damian Priest, so Damian sending his boy out to tune him up, which he did a little bit. But Jey Uso did get the win. Now, the one sweet thing I do want to notice about this segment, after the win, of course, Judgment Day came and jumped him, but he ran off into the crowd. These camera angles in this new era is
I'm
sick.
liking it.
The camera followed him all the way into the back. He ran into Sammy. They had a segment. Then that same camera followed Sammy
Follow
back
Sammy
into the
back.
ring
That
for
was
the main
dope.
event. But before we get to the main event, let's just talk about Finn Balor and Jey Uso. How'd you feel about that match?
Thought it was a good match. I thought he did pretty good. I think Finn actually elevated Jay a little bit. From that was good to see him come back into his form after that sloppy match he had with his twin. So
Right.
it made Jay look strong again. So anytime you can do that leading up to his title match, that's always a good thing. But also what I did notice too, the little interaction between Damian Priest before the match, him and Finn. See, there's a little bit of trouble still there, a little bit. So
I was getting at that. I was gonna see if you was gonna say it.
yeah, I don't think Finn likes taking orders from Damian Priest. I think he
Yep.
was okay with Rhea Ripley, but now Damian Priest is gonna be the guy, and I don't think Finn is really happy about that because he's wearing the title that he was going after for all
Yep.
that time. So
And now that mommy's gone, there's nobody there to keep that ship together, man. I can see it crumbling real quick, man. Real
so that's
quick.
another story that they can tell because they're showing that they can tell multiple stories. So that's another story you could have going on Monday Night Raw, with the
Right.
dysfunction going on in the Judgment Day.
Right. And the main event, we had Sami Zayn putting his Intercontinental Championship on the line against Chad Gable in his hometown. If you thought for a second Sammy was going to lose this match, I'm here to tell you it's not even working, but you're lucky, but you're a dumb son of a bitch. That's what it's supposed to say.
That entrance was insane. They followed him from outside coming in, his interaction with the crowd. The crowd was hyped.
There you go.
That's the type of hometown entrances that everybody need to have. That was dope. Like
Right.
that was like probably one of the top 5 entrances of all time, in my opinion, or at least on like Monday Night Raw.
Okay, yeah, that Tammy came with it through the crowd. I was worried for his safety. He was kind of violently going through there at some points. I was like, man,
Yeah, I know. I was like,
what up, man? But
did
he
you
ain't
see
one of
on the way out though? They got try to get in front of Jay and take a picture. He struggled, man.
I saw that. Yeet.
But I think that was kind of cool. They probably gonna, if they ever do something like that again, they're gonna have to try to keep it together a little bit more because it was a little dangerous. Sammy could have got hurt coming in. Um, there were people were really excited, like naturally, this is your hometown hero.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I know it was a couple of times that the security was getting irritated, like, "Yo, Sammy, get to the ring, man! Stop going back. I got,
Right, 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 right.
I got to guard you." So,
Yeah.
but the match itself, that was probably the best intercontinental match that they probably could have had right there. They had everything was they were hitting on all cylinders. There was like with the reversals and the high flying moves and then a little bit of taunting from Sammy and all that type of stuff. It was really good.
And though we body shamed Sheamus earlier for coming in looking like he ate a whole box of Lucky Charms, we are going to body praise Chad Gable because he was in cut up shape
Man.
for this match, man. Cut
Yeah,
up.
and then Sammy got the win. They had a little bit of the moment at the end where
Yeah.
they showed each other some respect.
Yeah.
And I was
So,
like, okay, cool. I was happy with him. All right. And then Sammy went out to go celebrate with his family. And I actually didn't see it coming. I thought they were teasing it, and I thought they were like, oh, okay, they swerved this.
right.
And we got a Chad Gable heel turn. And it was in Canada and everything. So that's like there's no recovering
No
after that.
recovery from that
So,
is all downhill from here for you or uphill. This might be the thing you needed. Stop going between the fences and just be a pure heel.
yep.
You know
So
what I mean?
I think that I'm just curious to if this is going to separate him from Alpha Academy, or are they gonna go down the same road? That's what I want to see.
He's gotta separate because Maxine is on a baby face role right now with everybody feeling sympathy for her. And Otis is Otis. You
Otis,
can't hate Otis. So a separation is coming soon.
they tried to heal Otis before, it didn't work out.
It's never gonna work.
Yeah,
It's
so
never gonna work. Ever, man. How'd you on a scale of 1 to 10, what you give today's Raw?
I'll give it a 7.5.
7.5. That's about where I give it to. I'm gonna give it a 7.7, go a little higher just because I was so interested with the Jay Uso, seeing what he felt about Tama Tonga. So I'm glad they got that in there.
Yeah, then these new camera tricks and stuff that they've been doing, keep it up. Keep it up. That's dope. I like how they do that. I don't know where they got it from or where the idea came from, but I
Right.
haven't seen anybody else do that. I
Yeah,
think
I ain't-
they might be a fresh idea from Triple H or somebody on his staff.
yep.
I haven't even seen him do that on NXT, so I'm like, this is brand new stuff. So
Shout out to the new era and shout out to the fans. Our social media platform's been on fire these last couple of days, and we just really want to thank y'all for all the
thank y'all.
interactions. That's making us step up. Y'all see we live tonight, Raw. We usually don't do this, but we at it. Y'all feed us, we feed y'all. Let's do this. Anything else you got, Ryan?
That was it. Just keep a lookout. We got NXT tomorrow. You'll
Yep.
be hearing from me.
And I'll
Um,
be the day after.
talking about
with
NXT.
And I'll be right after I'm with AEW the next day. Hopefully it's something entertaining because AEW is, man, getting rough right now.
They gotta recover from that fumble with CM Punk, man. They gotta recover.
Yeah, but on behalf of your boy Ryan T, it's your boy ABE, and we out of here.